Okay, do we have other questions other than Richard asking himself? Which I'm sure he could do quite well. Polly, yep.
Thank you. It seems most of the people you've invited, God has been working in, and they're sort of willing. They realise they're not at peace or they have a need. I guess a lot of us do have friends who seem to have it all together.
Yep.
Two issues. The friend who, I don't have time for that, or I guess you just comments on the people who do seem life is going well.
Right.
And I have a second question, just have you come across people just hesitation in trusting the word? I mean, I know they're being confronted with the word and God can work through that, but there's still a remnant in our society who are very hesitant about how was the Bible, the whole apologetics, how was the Bible put together, why should I trust it, that sort of thing.
Those are two excellent questions. Let me take you back for the first one. So the first one, what happens when you've got someone who it looks on the surface that their lives are together? Well, that's my friend back in his garden, actually, isn't it? I'd offered it twice over 3 years. He'd said, no, I think it's great for you, Richard. I admire your faith, but I don't think it's for me. We do not know what the Lord is doing behind the scenes. So actually, you may not be the right person, or this may not be the right time for you to take the gospel to that person. Don't worry about it. The Lord is at work, guaranteed in your friends around you. Just go and find the one that is. And then you never know, which has happened to me a lot, that somebody comes back to you because actually the niggling has been that conversation that I had with them. So Bob was solidly converted on that basis. Bob knew nothing about church backgrounds at all. I offered it to him. Frankly, he told me afterwards, he said, I didn't know what to do with your request, your suggestion. I hadn't got a clue. So I'd never thought about God. I hadn't thought about Christ. I didn't think I needed this. Why would I do that? I didn't know what to say to you. 2 years later, he said, it just would not leave my mind. I'm not at peace. I haven't got everything I thought. Perhaps I ought to just look. If I had to vote, is there one book in the whole world which I think might have some answers for me? I'd say yes, it's probably the Bible. So that's how he sat down for the first time. As soon as he did so, saw the power of the word at work, frankly, was completely hooked, wanted to meet again. He's now been solidly converted. So that's the answer.
So keep trying.
Keep trying, and you'll see.
And what about the second question?
The second question is an interesting one, because you just don't... Go back over what your second... I want to nail it completely.
People's concerns. Sorry, just quick. People's
concerns.
With the integrity of the text.
Yes. So actually, what I find in general is that people's questions die on the vine. So they may well start out being, well, I'm not sure this is real. And it may well be that I have to get a book and actually give them a book on why you should know that the Bible is historically accurate or something like that. And I may well find a talk or a book to give them. But those issues die on the vine, because what they get caught up in is actually what they are reading. And what they are reading, they can see its relevance to them. And therefore, it's now less important. I'm beginning to not be so worried about who wrote this and why.